Hello, my name is Dr. Kimberly Arcand, and I am a visualization scientist and emerging technology lead for NASA's Chandra X-ray Observatory at the Center for Astrophysics, Harvard and Smithsonian. I am headquartered up in Cambridge, Massachusetts, so I do spend a lot of time working remotely from home in Rhode Island as well. And I think one of the things I love best about my job is that as a visualization scientist, I just get to look out into the universe pretty much anytime I want. And when we're looking at these incredible views of our universe, we are essentially time traveling from the comfort of our armchairs. We are getting to travel back in time hundreds, millions, billions of light years. And that is, I think, really exciting because it not only gives me a sense of how fleeting human time spans are, but also just how special that these moments can be. I chose this field because I really enjoyed computer science and technology, and I also had a very deep love of science. I loved figuring out puzzles. I loved telling stories, and I really wanted to be able to combine those skills and interests. And getting to work on data from an active NASA mission was a really wonderful way to kind of braid some of those skills and interests together. I have definitely had female mentors and role models across my career. The woman who hired me has been just an inspiration for most of my career and has been an incredible support structure by being able to help me figure out as I navigated early career, as I navigated what changes I wanted to make, as I navigated motherhood, you name it. And I've also had other women to look up to in this job, particularly astronauts Katie Coleman and Eileen Collins. They were both integral to getting Chandra released up into space and have been just wonderful to be able to watch and interact with over the ensuing years since Chandra was launched back in 1999. Some advice that I would give to girls that are interested in pursuing this type of career is that coding can be a friend. Being able to learn how to code on a computer is essentially akin to being able to speak another language. It's another tool to have in your toolbox. It's a great way to be able to figure out solutions to problems. And coding has so many applications to so many different areas of science, of technology, of course, of economics, math, business, you name it. It touches a lot of fields. So being able to learn even the basics of coding is a really great way to just have an understanding of another way to communicate, another way to essentially tell a story. A typical day for me is kind of all over the place. I am typically at my computer quite a lot. It is a very computer-driven kind of work. But then I will have days at a time where I'm at a conference somewhere, or whether I am on site filming a video, or working on a partnership, or collaborating in some new way. Some days I am on meetings, like a lot. Other days I have more quiet time to do my own research and work and writing. So it really just depends on the day. And I think I actually appreciate that. Though these days I have more meetings than not, I think I like having some of the ability to mix things up and to make sure that not every day is the same. What led me to my initial interest in this career? Well, when I was in college, I was a first generation college student, and I kind of didn't really know what to do, how to navigate my university career. I didn't really know how to network. And so I definitely floundered a bit. I had classes that I was taking that I didn't do well in, science classes. I had, struggles sometimes financially, and I was really looking for help, I think, trying to figure out what I could do to make sure that I had a job that was relatively secure, but also very rewarding. And being sort of adopted by the computer science department at my university was a really important moment in my career journey because that is when I realized that I could use computer science as a tool for being able to work in science. And that was, I think, really critical to what I would go on to do. And having those mentors in the computer science department at my university was very, very important to building my confidence. They gave me projects with all sorts of, complexities, and I enjoyed that. And they helped me see how I could figure things out and what I could do as my next steps. And I really am grateful to them for all of that knowledge and help that they gave me. So for my degrees, I have an undergraduate degree in biology. I was specializing in essentially molecular biology and parasitology. And then I also went on to grab some graduate work in computer science and then additional graduate work, another graduate degree in image and meaning research, essentially, which was under a public humanities type of degree. And then I did my PhD specializing in data, storytelling, and emerging technology, such as 3D modeling and extended reality, with a particular focus on astrophysics data and underserved audience access to that data. So my pathway is not the most straight sounding. It's a bit curly cued. It's a bit candy cane lane-ish. And for me, that is something that is actually part of the excitement, I guess I would say. But in my off time, I actually like to be far away from computers. I like to garden. I like to walk in nature. I like to hang out with my family, my kids, my dogs, my husband, my all of my family. I very much enjoy being able to be outside and not on a computer. I also do love reading, and I have actually switched to reading digitally over the past few years because I tend to read kind of niche material, and having access to digital books, ebooks is kind of convenient. So I guess what I would say to any young girl who wanted to pursue a career in STEM is that there is just a whole universe of opportunity out there, but it might not be the opportunity that you think. I thought I was going to grow up and be a doctor or be a veterinarian or a biologist and, save the world. And I have not done that. I did not do those things, but I have really enjoyed the journey that I've been on in order to shine a light in a different area, at the intersection of astrophysics and computer science, paying attention to the people around me, making sure my job is not just data driven, but also people driven is something that I really like to do. And having the flexibility to do that at my job has been ideal. So I would also say, in that effect, is to follow where the good people are. Sometimes it might sound counterintuitive, but it might not sound like the perfect job for what you want to do for the rest of your life. But if you're surrounded by really incredible individuals who you think are going to support you and help you grow, it's worth it to take that leap of faith, even if it's not something you ever planned to be doing. I did not grow up thinking I'm going to be a visualization scientist. I didn't even know what that was. I'm not sure I still know what that is. But I had people around me that were very supportive and that sort of let me grow and do the type of things that I had a lot of fun doing. So yeah, I hope this helps. It's been a really fun career so far working in science and technology. And I think the universe is yours to discover.